Hello, once again, we're gonna do a little job here today on the Subaru Impreza Sport. It's a Sport Limited Edition, and we're gonna look at changing this knock sensor. There go the part number that I'm using. It's a 2012 Subaru Impreza four-door hatchback model here. So it's gonna do this in the garage, try to get it done. It should not take too much. We're not gonna take the breather off the actual box. We're just gonna take this clamp off, which leads to here at the intake, here, and one clamp there. And the actual knock sensor is deep down in there. Once I get this off, it's down in there. I'll show you a little bit clearer picture once I take all this off. And then this box here, which screw is already gone there, and it's a clamp here, right there. So got a couple small clamps to get rid of, and we're gonna get started with that. Okay, let's get started. Flathead screwdriver, taking this clamp off here, loosen it up a little bit more. Okay, that should be good enough. There. Sorry about that. Okay. And again, this goes around. One more clamp back here. This over here so you can kind of see that angle there. Yeah, we're trying to get that off there. That wants to be a little difficult. As you can see that I'm shaking that. So you just gotta wiggle that wiggle. Okay, so there you go. So that's now off, and then the one clamp there, I gotta take that off underneath there. So bear with me. See what that calls for here. Okay, I just need some pliers. Squeeze that clamp off. So this clamp here, right there, sorry for the lighting, but try to get that. Probably should do them first. So squeeze this clamp. Slide that back. back on there. wiggle. Okay, so now that clamp is off there, and I can remove this box out the way. Now, let's see, get my light. Yep, so there's the knock sensor there under that little blue. I'm trying to get my light there. It's right there underneath this wire here. So that's what we're trying to get. Let's move this out the way. I'm not. Yep. So again, if you can get an eye on it, you can get a hand on it. So that's what we're going for. This guy, just gonna take that bolt off. If you can see that, right? Hopefully. It's right there with that bolt. So that's holding it on there. So we're going to get an extension and a socket. I'll get you the size in a minute. Okay, had to work a little bit to get that socket on, but I went through, I got an extension here, went down through here, through that cavity there between, to get down here, sorry. So it's on the sensor right there. That's where the socket is here. That's the socket. It's a 12 millimeter. So as you see, it's got you can have a little wobble on it, on the extension there. So it comes up here, and now I'm just gonna hopefully break that easily. That's what we hope to do. Let me put this on the stand here. Because it wobbles, it takes a little. Don't quite know how long this bolt is, so I'm gonna remove my socket ratchet here and just do it by hand. Down deep in here. And I did take this loose. It was here underneath there, just to give my hand a little bit more space underneath here. Again, that's the bolt I'm trying to get to there, right there, where my finger is pointing. Right there. That's the sensor knock. So again, I've loosened it already, so I'm just gonna try to, I'm hoping it's not too long of a bolt, so I can just kind of get that out. Then I will got to unclamp that. It's 2 or 3 pin wire connected. Okay, I think I'm getting to the end, and it has, yeah. So when I let's see. So when I get the bolt out, all right. So that's what we got there. It's not too, about 1 inch and so. So I'm gonna set that to the side. Now there's a, see, can I get you an angle here? It's really hard to see. Move this wire out the way, maybe help a little bit. I'm not gonna take that off. But anyway, yeah, right there. So it's loose, because you see it's got a wire there, right there. So I'm gonna pinch that and press it, push it off. I don't know if I'll be able to do it with one hand, so I gotta put this down for a minute. Okay, so I got it off. Let me try to again give you a little bit. So here it was on this guy there. So I pressed this a little press pin there, and had to use two hands to pull that thing out. But that's the one that's coming out. It's got a little blue dot on it. Not sure what the deal. So throwing that in the box here, might save it, and then getting the new one out here. And the reason I'm replacing that, there was a code that came up. I don't recall the code, but it's one of those P codes for the knock. Maybe a 38 now. So we'll look at these two. One is dirty, one is shiny. But the sizing to I, both have 2 pins. So we're gonna just go back in with that. It didn't cost, I think, 15-20 bucks. And I thought I'd just go ahead and replace it because I got a sensor, a code with that rather. So, all right, I'll try to do this, go back in with this. Again, using 2 hands here. I kind of left this guy just hanging. So I didn't want to try to find it. So that guy with the 2 pins go in this way. I gotta see. Nope. As you see, it's a little tight trying to navigate this. It's got a little slit in either side of that, so it's got to be like precise. Trying to see, did I? No, it should be this way. I hope this is the right fit. Let me go back. I'm gonna go take the other one. Let's make sure. Look at the slits. Yeah, that should be it. Just got to get a better better handle on this guy. Pull it up a little bit. Kind of twisting it upside down so I can. I think that'll be easy to slide back in place, but not the case. Oh, what's the deal? Come on. All right, I'm just gonna do a practice run with the old one. Let's just make sure it's not me. If it's difficult to get back in, then yeah, look there. I mean, he slides straight in there, no problem. This is the old one. Slides right back in there. So I'm gonna look again, make sure this thing is right. Okay, it's not. Now look at it on closer inspection, right? Everything looks the same, but when I look at those notches on the side, on either side, if you look on the left, let me get this. If you're looking at these two, the slots on the left, that one, which is the original that came out, you see how those are staggered? And then this one, they're straight apart. They're not staggered. One is kind of up to the upper left, and this one is straight apart. I can try to manipulate that, but I don't think I'm going to waste the time on that. I'm just going to have to order another one. Don't want to wait, but probably need to do that. And now I know particularly what I need to look for. All right, stay tuned till I get the other one, and then I'll come back and finish the job. Okay, so this is the new part that I ordered. And the hope is now that that guy, and it is, and also it has wiring harness. I do not plan to replace that at this time. But this one has the notches and it's got the little blue dot as well, I noticed. That's kind of cat corner. So I'm going to go back in with that. That should fit a lot better than the other one. Okay, got to find this little slot once more, which is here. See if I can get you an angle right here, if you can see that there. And I'm gonna trying this with one hand, so need a little bit light. That's better. Now, again, let me move this out the way there. So now that lines up, and I just kind of press that in there. Okay, that's a click. So now I'm kind of ready to stick the bolt back in. Go back in with this bolt here, and then put it, where it needs to go, which is back down deep. Again, you can't see that, but let's see in this angle. Nope. But anyway, you know where it was. Just go back with it. Start the thread with your hand, and then again there it is there. So I'm gonna hand tighten that, and then later I'll get the my extension, put it in there. I had some tapping, so and again the code came up, so we're going to try this and maybe a few other things to relieve that. Again, I'm just hand tighten this down initially. There we go. So that's the new guy. It's on. Now, sorry for the hand. Now we're going to get our extension. Again, try to get it down there. Okay, so now get this plug back in that I'm gonna get that vacuum, that hose back in, along with the other part of the air box here. So just kind of slide that back in place there and over here. Right, get this angle there and up here, and then the hose down below there. Remember, slide that back on. Okay. And then we're just going to tighten this down. Here. You want to get that good and tight because of vacuum leaks or air leaks, so I'm trying to make sure I get that tight there. Okay. Then back to this one here up front. Make sure that's on snug. Some videos say you might want to unplug your negative cable. I didn't see a reason for this particular job, so use your own discretion, but if you want to be super safe, do that. It doesn't hurt. And back over here to where that hose is, down in here, to put that clamp back on. Need my light. That's kind of where I'm working at down there with this piece here. If you can see that right there sliding on to here. So once that's done, we'll be ready to fire it back up and just let it run for a little while. But that's gonna conclude that video here, and leave any comments if needed. Any thumbs up would be appreciated. Thank you.